Hey everyone, we are back on the Metatrader marketplace, and yesterday we looked at the quantum trading robots, put that into a video, and the other one, which is obviously is stopping the rest of the quantum robots getting into first, second, and third place, is SSX Titan TT. So I thought let's have a look at this. It is expensive, $1,399 US, and it's obviously got some very nice graphs and nice charts, which we will look at ourselves as well. And there is a button here to click, and I did read through this. It does sound quite interesting. It says that it does use 14 different indicators simultaneously, and a whole bunch of stuff here. It talks about reversal patterns. It mentions that it is a breakout trading robot, and it's looking for breakouts of these lines. It's incorporating all this type of trading patterns and taking the breaks, which is interesting. Lots and lots of stuff here, which all sounds very good. But I just want to show you here. It says at the moment, well, when it started out, it was $399, 50 copies of that. And obviously, the price of that has gone up dramatically because it's now $1,399. It trades gold in the hourly time frame. It says it doesn't use martingale, it doesn't use hedging or grid, doesn't use AI, it doesn't use neural net, but all these things. There's no large take profit level, which is all good and well, but we just have to test it. Okay, it's 3 live signals. So a real signal, there's a signal with not shutting down for holidays. So some people, they do stop trading for holidays, and this is obviously because low volatility, you're not going to get the moves. But let's click on them and have a look. Okay, let's have a look at the trading history. There are not that many trades actually. So in 5 weeks, you can see it started with 446. And well, initially you see very large lot sizes for the account balance, which is why it's bumped up. And for some reason, maybe a risk thing is now dropped down to 0.02, so it's almost 20 times smaller. Now, what is interesting is that although this is 20 times smaller, it actually made a lot of movement to get that kind of result. So that obviously, and also some swap there, so it's been sitting there for it's only a day, but it did move a lot. These ones are. You're looking at the pricing, so very small price movement here, but these ones are large ones. And then all the other subsequent trades have been quite small sizes. So that's quite interesting to note, which probably explains why we had a sudden, a really steep rise here and then a sudden sort of flattening. It's not because it's not making profits, because these sizes are very small. Let's go back and look at the other ones. Okay, so here we are. So not shut down, no shut down. So 2 of those as well. And there's another trading robot. So this one, it's 6%. I like the fact that this is a consistent looking line. It doesn't tail off or flatten out. And this is because they've used this on it's just small lot sizes all the way through. As you can see, $500. World Trade, I'm not sure about them as a broker, but that's not to say that they're bad. I have no idea. I've never used them. And this is the other one, 26%. Slight flattening. You see the results, 7% in December, 17%, which is a lot in January. Trading history, this is also small lot sizes. So live trading, okay, we've got that. And then the other thing is backtesting, which I ran. Right, so this is the backtest for SSX Titan on gold on the hourly time frame using the standard settings. Started off with $1,000. 2020 is when we started, and we're going to run this until the 8th of August 2023. I'm not sure why I did that. I should have run it to today's date, which is the 31st of January 2024. And as you can see, the reason why people are buying this and the reason why it's doing so well is the backtest. And backtest. If you guys have been following the channel, backtests are never 100%. Not to say that this isn't, but you do have to take this with a grain of salt. You can't completely rely on a backtest. You do need to run a lot more further testing to see whether this will work in the real world. Because if you see something like this, where it's gone from $1,000 initial deposit, and it's made a total profit of 66 million, 100% real ticks. I am suspicious, but you have to keep an open mind. You never know; you may find something really special. So very impressive results, and looking at the trades, just looking at the trades, you can see how it's not running all the time, as in it's not like a high frequency trader. 9th of January, it's done one at 347, and then we had another one at a few hours later. So there's 2 trades, and it's closed these 2 at the same time though. So these 2 did get closed at the same time. And then on the 30th, we had 2 trades as well, 1, 2, and then these ones closed at the same time. So that kind of gives you some kind of pattern as to what's happening. I'm also noticing here, every time we see a comment, that's when it's actually opened the trade. So you see it's open one here at the 14th, 7:24, then 5 o'clock, and then 5:36, and then 2 o'clock in the morning the following day, 8 o'clock in the morning the following day. And you can see that all the take profits for these are all the same. All the stop losses were the same. So these are kind of bunched at the same time. And if I looked at this, I would say that this sounds like a kind of grid system, because you've got multiple trades opening at, and I don't know whether it's time intervals, well, probably not time intervals, probably level intervals, because all of these have the same stop loss and take profit. And then when they close out at the same time. So this is, I would say, this is some kind of grid system, even though if we look back at the product description, it says no grid, right? It did say that. So that looked really impressive, and most people, when they do the back tests, they will obviously check the most recent dates. But I thought, let's see what happens when we do a 2015 to 2020. Let's see what that back test chart looks like. And this is it. So I've also run the same test, 2015 to 2020. Just wanted to check that the results that we saw for the most modern back test are not curve fitted, and any of the other stuff that can happen. But this was equally as impressive. This one went from $1,000 to 33 million US dollars. I've just noticed the history report is 0 ticks. I don't know, maybe it's not good enough. But still, really impressive results here as well. So, the next step is then to run a visual backtest. Okay, so this is the Metatrader 5 terminal. I am going to run the visual backtest. So this is the visual mode. You make sure you click this, and then you run it. So I'm going to run it back on the 2020 because I know that had better quality data. 24, and it can take a while, so I'm not going to run it for that long, but I just want to see what this looks like and see how it trades. And anyone can do this. You can do the same thing to see how a trading robot trades. So do that. I think that's all the right settings. Hit start, kick off, and you get this screen. We're downloading the historical data. Here we go. So it now runs through all the charts, and the first thing I notice is that obviously all the drawings. So you've got loads of horizontal lines. We've got this dialog box here. There's also this box that's flashing away, and it's quite interesting. So it's detecting uptrends, markets. If I can't actually see, it's flashing so quickly, I can't see what it's saying. Under the area found, but a whole bunch of information here. I'm going as fast as I possibly can here. And what I want to do is just watch it start to trade. And you can see that if you click on trade, you can see when it opens a trade, when it closes a trade. Try something else. Go back to the hourly time frame. Okay, so I've jumped right into a trade, actually, it looks like. So we can see some trades which are open. And I'll just maximize this. So we've got some buy trades down here. And that is most likely to be the take profit. Let's open another trade. Okay, so it's open. So he's got 4 trades now. Obviously, right now, that's the price. It's in loss. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's still in loss. Come back up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5. Okay, we've got 5 trades now. So it's entering in this region. Just literally bouncing up and down between these lines. So it's gone up again, it's gone back down again. So now it's all in loss. Those 5 position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are in loss. More loss. I mean, to be honest, I find it most interesting when things are in loss. What's the max risk? What does the worst case scenario look like? And what mechanisms does the trading robot have to recover losses? And for the sake of this video and the time it's going to take, this could be hours. But for yourselves, if you do want to look at this and watch it, if you're seriously thinking about buying this, this is the kind of stuff you need to do. You need to literally watch it and try to get an understanding as to how it trades, because you want to know what the risk looks like. You want to know, worst case scenario, what could happen. How's it going to manage your trades? How's it going to get you out? How's it take your profits? All this kind of stuff. So you see all the price action has moved above entry points now. And interesting, although it's bought all this stuff, I've noticed it's been more in a downtrend into this. Got risk levels, intensity, I guess all these things you can set. I'll be interested to see if it hits this this target or whether it trails the stops. I presume the stop is all the way down the bottom. Let's zoom out. Oh yeah, here we are. So that will be the stop. That will be the take profit because we're in buy trades. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buy trades. And just be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, as the price action is moving between these 2 bars. If it's going to open more trades, or whether if we get down near the bottom, what's it going to do? Is it going to do something? With the quantum trade robots, what we saw was when it did hit the take profit, the next series of trades were much larger size, just to try to claw back the losses. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, can't go any faster than this. A max speed, so it's actually not moving that quick. And it could be because there is just so much built into this robot. It's doing a lot of calculations. Usually, if you're running at top speed like this will zip through, much quicker. I'm actually at full speed. It's not moving fast enough. Okay, so we're okay. Actually, so it did. What happened there? So it hit take profit. Take profit was actually up here, wasn't it? But it actually got out a little bit earlier, and now it's just opened up a new trade. Now I don't know whether it was when it was within these horizontal bars. Here we go. Okay, we've got another trade there. So you can go history. You can see all the trades. So these were the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. And then close, and then we had another one, which was another buy trade. And that was a little bit larger actually. So 0.02, and the last one was 0.03. Now this could be also of auto lot. It could be trading larger and larger as the account grows bigger. But, obviously made a good chunk of profits there. Now, our latest one was 0.03. Okay, so moving back to the product description page on the Metatrader website, we're going to look at the review section. Obviously, with reviews, people generally review if they're either really happy with the product or if they're really unhappy with the product. And we're just going to be looking at the negative reviews. Obviously, there are lots of decent reviews as well on the site, but I just want to focus on the negative ones. And I'm just put these on the screen so you can have a look. I mean, to be honest, there are quite a lot of negative reviews. I would say that 50% have been positive, and the other 50% have been quite negative. The other thing to note is that people obviously are greedy, and they will go quite large lot sizes. Some of these reviews could be that people have traded too large for their account size. There are no trading robots which win 100% of the time. You just have to make sure that you've got enough in your account and you're trading at the right size to ensure that you can take losses. And some of these reviews may be that people have just gone too large. But you do have a read. If you're spending that amount of money on a review, do look at the review section, do read it, do just make sure that you're well informed before you pop your money. $1,399 is a lot of money to spend on a trading robot, and if there's a 50% chance that it's not going to go so well, and you can see from some of these reviews that people have lost a lot of money, not only with the trading robot but with actual trading. So do be aware of that. So in summary, I would say obviously the backtest results look fantastic. Almost too good to be true, and I'm sure a lot of people have been buying the trading robot just on the back of these backtest results. But you've got to be aware that the Metatrader backtest results are not the all and be all. They can be manipulated, although I've not seen any signs of that with my testing. And there are certain things that the Metatrader backtester doesn't do, such as swaps, and that's something which I've noticed also in the reviews. Some of the trades have been open for quite a long time, and the swaps are working negatively against you. And this doesn't come up in the Metatrader backtest results. Because the author is stating that the trading robot is using 14 indicators, we could not easily see through the visual tester how the trading robot works. You don't see the indicators in the visual tester. You're seeing what the author's allowing you to see. So with the visual tester, we really couldn't see the trading mechanism. But what we could see were the trades being open and closed, and that's about it really, unfortunately. Also, with looking at the backtest, it does look like there is an element of grid, even though it says that it doesn't use it in the product description. And I say this because we get multiple trades, and they are all being set with the same take profit and stop loss, and when they are closed at the same time. I mentioned about the reviews, so I mentioned about the reviews. Half of the reviews are not good, so please be aware. And to be honest, the only way that you can really know if this is real is to follow the live trading for a period of time and check to see if the live trading results match that of the backtest. So you should look at the profits, the number of trades it's doing in a week, the win to loss ratio, all this kind of stuff, just to see whether it does match. And something like this, give it a good few months, and if it's still going well, then perhaps invest in this. But what we have seen, and in the years that I've been doing this, I've seen many backtests which look fantastic, and at some point they fail. They just do not live up to the expectations in a live environment. So just be careful out there. Okay, and that's it. Thank you for watching. If you got value, please do like the video, and if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. It does help support the channel. Thanks for watching and see you at the next video.